Yeah, more say all praises and honor unto Yahweh, Hashem Shai, Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Living Stone. And shalom to all the brothers and out there across the world and pushing this truth and sincerity and honesty and also shalom to the few sisters out there. Yeah, this is a brother from James Jamaica camp, and Yashamai along with the brother Rob. I know I'm listening on this thing we see in America now because we see a lot of things been happening in basically in America from the time Donald Trump coming to power and been doing a lot of things right with Easton, right, the time of Jacob's trouble, right, because that basically we see him do right now, he put things into place in order for the time of Jacob's trouble go faster, right. Even the whole sleeper cells you're speaking about, we see that a part of Esau, Edom agenda, as a matter of fact, the banking family agenda, because we've been saying it for years, starting with the head apostles and down, that they're gonna be a major fast flag in America in order for them justify themselves way bigger than even 9/11, in order to justify themselves, for basically, sending the troops, are declare martial law. Right?
Yeah, precept, bro.
One.
It's 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11. We say, let Satan, the Satan should get an advantage of us who we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah, we don't ignorant of Satan's devices. Satan. Right? Satan basically go back to adversary.
That's right.
Right? Our number one adversary, our enemy is, Esau, Edom, which is so-called white man. Scripture tell us to in the curse, Deuteronomy 28 and 68. So we are going to sold to our enemies for bad man and bad woman. So that's our number one enemy. So it's say, let Satan should get an advantage of us. For we are not ignorant of his devices, we are ignorant of so-called white man plan, and purpose. You understand what we know? Because it's all written in the scripture. Right? And they have to basically fulfill the scripture. Because you say, Lord put it in them heart to fulfill his will. Go on, bro. Yeah.
Let's go to the article. So this is from apnews.com. It's a photos of Trump touring an immigration detention center dubbed Alligator, Alcatraz.
Right? Touring a detention center. Right? And as we said, these men, they are preparing, right, for years, and now more and more Donald Trump, one of the main man I would see on the forefront, we basically, as I mentioned, they push this thing, this time of Jacob several scriptures speak about in Jeremiah 30 and 7. Fast, because this is basically a part of prophecy account in the scripture. And a lot of people are going to get brought to concentration camps or FEMA camps. Right. So seeing all these things come into play now, we know how close we are, with the right now to, the destruction of the society. Right? The time of Jacob's trouble is very approaching rapidly right now. Right, go on, bro?
It's President Donald Trump toured a newly built immigration detention center in the Florida Everglades, surrounded by alligator-filled swamps, and nicknamed it Alligator Alcatraz.
Surrounded by what? Alligator swamp. So I escape. Right?
Bite up.
Yeah, he started getting ready to make a move on us. Right? More and more as the day go by, you get it obvious more and more that these men are basically preparing to make a move on our people.
It's Revelation 12 and verse 12 says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and he that dwell in them.
Yes, if I say rejoice ye heavens and he that dwell in them, go on, bro.
To woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, so for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
Yes, if I say the devil is come down unto you, come down on our people. They are preparing to come against us. Hard. Right? This is the time we're living in right now when the elites or the Edomites, starting with the elites, which governing this world right now, according to the scripture say, right, in 2 Ezra 7, what shall be the parting of Sunday of the time and of the end of the world? 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Right? Esau is the end of the world. and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So Esau is who ruling right now, which is who so-called white man, and they're losing their power to us because our kingdom is next, right? And the elites know that, right? So they're gonna go all out against us because they're gonna lose their kingdom or their power to us, yeah. But them hate so much. Going back to Genesis, right? Esau said back then, right? Say the days of mourning for my father is at hand. Then them are gonna slay him, brother.
with the sword.
Right? And now we actually living in the time when they're gonna lose all of them basically, work so hard, rob, destroy, and slaughter all these things they do in order to gain all the wealth to them, they're gonna lose it to us. So they're gonna go all out. They're gonna use every single thing them have, against us in the time to come. So people say, rejoice ye heavens and he that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, and the world will go back to suffering, affliction. That's basically what's coming. The time of Jacob's trouble going to bring. Right, read again, brother, from top.
So therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. So woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Yes, so the devil know him have a short time. In a short time to accomplish the new world order. Right, they're running out of time. Right, they know that the time is up to. Because they see how much the prophecies they're coming to pass. They've been speaking for years. Right? The elites have seen it. Things that the prophets, men of the Lord, starting with the apostle and down, how they're coming to pass rapidly. So they know them time is up. It's a matter of time. So they're putting things in place fast now in order to fully get them the new world order up and running. Right? Go on, bro.
Yeah, what we got to do.
Yeah, man.
It's he praised it as a model for future nationwide facilities aimed at accelerating deportations, including possibly deporting U.S. citizens. So Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem accompanied President Trump on the tour, originally expected to hold 5,000 people. The center will house around 3,000. So it was rapidly constructed by the DeSantis administration in 8 days over 10 miles of swampland, and is equipped with extensive security, including barbed wire, cameras, and 400 personnel. So immigrant advocates, environmental activists, and Native Americans defended their ancestral homelands have thronged to the airstrip to protest.
You may picture second is just
This
16 16.
this second Ezra 16, verse 68 is for the behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
And as brother mentioned about the deportation thing, a lot of our people, right, especially so-called Jamaicans, which are mainly from the tribe of Benjamin, America to them is like the promised land. Right? So all these things are happening right now, making a lot of people frustrated because they see America as the promised land. But even the Latinos, because in this society, we're the one, right, at the bottom of the table, and people trying to seek some form of, a comfort life here. Well, the Lord never promised us a comfort life on this side, but our people are trying so hard, to make it in this society. We never promised unto us. So all this deportation thing now we see, a lot of our people getting offended, right? But we're getting close, as I mentioned, the men of the Lord, starting with the apostle and down, we look for the kingdom. Because we understand when we say this is not our kingdom. This is Esau kingdom or Esau world. This is a place where Esau govern. Right? Theme laws, you have to follow. Right? So people say,
arise ye and depart.
Yeah. People say Peter,
Yeah.
according
To his promise.
yeah, we look for a new heaven and a new earth. That's what we're looking for. Right? Because we understand when we say this is not the kingdom of heaven. And we're not going to ever live a comfortable life in this society. We handle the curses. Tell you.
We shall be in want of all things.
Man.
Yeah? He said,
One. Read it again from top.
It said, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
Kindle over you, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, try to true biblical Israelites today. Go on.
And they shall take away certain of you.
So they're going to take away certain of you, take you from your home and whisper them, then they come get you in the time to come. As a brother, I'm going to even the article, you know, show you know, the Detention Center, right? But then basically preparing, because they want to use this place in the time to come. Bring a lot of people, right? In order to control the mass of people, because, you know, we can see that we're heading rapidly right now into a third world war. Any day now, you can have an economic collapse. You're going to cause a lot of people to lose it. And these are the elites, they have to basically collapse the system in order to go fully digital. And that's what they're preparing. And people are going to lose it, yo. Right, so they're preparing right now. One, so a lot of people are going to take and brought to the concentration camp or the detention centers in the time to come. Right, the scripture speak about it, yo. So they're going to take certain of you and go and
feed you being idle.
And feed you being idle.
With things offered unto idols.
Talking about a digital device, the see it. Right? I mentioned in Revelation 13 and 16. A lot of people are going to receive the seed and get destroyed. Because if I tell you if you take it, you're going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a digital mark. You know? He's going to give it a lot of people in the time to come.
And
go on, bro.
And they that consent unto them.
And all who on board with this agenda, this NWO agenda, right? Or this fourth industrial revolution. You know, they have many terms for it. Right? Because I know a lot of these leaders, they mean tick, tick, tick. Right? So it's something that they might get a cut out of the pie. But people say, and they that consent unto them, one,
shall be had in derision.
One.
And in reproach. And trodden underfoot.
You're going to get destroyed too. Right? You're not going to escape it. So you're going to get destroyed. So people say, all who join unto them will get trust too.
That's right, man.
That's what written in the scripture. One.
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection.
So they're going to these military men or these troops going to in every place, every community, every street, every lane, right across the world. Not only in America, but in America is where the art of Jacob's are going to take place. That's basically, you know, the place, you know, the real chaos going to take place in America.
That's right.
Right? The scripture says, in all the land, which is land of America, 2 parts therein shall cut off and die.
True.
The third are going to have to go through the fire. Right? So America is the heart where the art of Jacob's so we're going to take place. You're going to have chaos right across the world, but in America, is the art of Jacob's so we're going to take place here. Right, go on, bro?
You see, upon those that fear the Lord, so they shall be like madmen, sparing none.
Yeah, so these troops are not going to spare nobody in the time to come. Right? They're going to destroy. People say what? They shall be like what? Madman sparing none. Earlier in the brother scripture in Revelation until it says, they might come down unto you having great wrath because they know them have a short time. Right? Go on, bro.
So they shall be like madmen sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Yeah.
So for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. He said, then shall they be known who are my chosen.
Then shall they be known who are the Lord's chosen. So a lot of people going to know during those times who are the Lord's chosen. People say, then shall they know that they have been a prophet among them. So when things get really serious in society, that's when a lot of people are going to realize that, you know what the men and Lord have been saying for years, decades. It's true. And we're going to wish them to listen. A lot of people are going to wish them to listen to us. Alright, go on, bro.
He said, and they shall be tried as gold is tried. No, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire.
Gone.
Revelation 2 verse 10. So fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer.
Yeah, so that's not supposed to fear what Esau Edom are going to do to us. Because we understand according to what John saw in the island of Patmos, that certain men when this truth going to get hated for the word of the Heavenly Father. We're not going to give in to Esau Edom kingdom. Esau Edom device. Right? In see him. Right? You're going to glorify the Lord, your house. So the house shall index it. Now give you no matter what. Right? So supposed to fear what these men are going to do to us. Even Lord Yahweh going back there himself. Fear that him can destroy the body. But rather fear Yahweh we can destroy both body and soul in hell. That's how we're supposed to fear. The Heavenly Father. We are way more greater, authority and power over you. Because Esau can destroy the body, you can't go no further. But Yahweh can do more. Right, go on, bro.
So the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried.
Yeah, so we're going to get tested. Torture. They tell you in Wisdom of Solomon. To prove your patience.
That's right.
Right, go on.
It's that ye may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Yes, it's about how we're supposed to be faithful unto death. So no matter what you go through, we're supposed to finish your work. Right? And no matter the situation, we have to pray to the Heavenly Father, give us the strength and the faith to go through these things, because it's going to take a lot of faith. Right?
It's Isaiah 59 verse 19. It says, so shall you fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. So the enemy shall come in like a flood. The spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him.
Yes, the Lord is going to lift up a standard against him. So the Lord is going to defend the elect.
That's right.
Right? How about that, brother? Bring out the Wisdom of Solomon and go back to that.
Yeah, man.
Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 12.
12 down.
Yeah, 2 and 12.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 verse 12. It says, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
Yeah.
So he is clean contrary to our doings.
Yeah, because this society, you notice what taking place now in this world. The mass majority of people in this world now, right? You're following whatsoever, it's trending now what Esau Edom put out there. Right, that's basically what the mass majority follow, I believe. Right? Through Esau Edom media, the propaganda and all these things, what is right and what is wrong according to Esau Edom. Right? Because even things, as we've been saying in the previous video, things even out in Jamaica with people 15 years ago, they despised, now they're doing it boldly. Right? Proud to do it right now. Because, the narrative that pushing, our Esau Edom through propaganda and all these things, right? Get the mass majority of people to follow what trending.
So they're turning things upside down.
So the elect is looking towards Yahweh or Hashem Yahushua, not the way of the society. Right? One?
He said, you upbraided us with our offering, offending the law. He said, and objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. So he professed to have the knowledge of Yahweh, and he called himself the child of the Lord. So he was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. So we are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Yeah, and then a lot of these small acts and know them are counterfeit.
So,
alright, then no.
Yeah?
1948ers. One, bro?
So he abstained from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounced it the end of the just to be blessed, and make it his boast that Yahweh is his father.
Yeah, Yahweh Hashem is our father.
Yeah?
Right, continue.
So let us see if his words be true.
Yeah, so they're going to test us. Right? Super say, they brother early on in Revelation 2:10, so fear none of those things thou shall suffer. So they're going to test us here. But the Lord is going to be our guide. I'll be our confidence in the time to come. Right? One, bro?
So let us see. So let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of God, he will help him.
Yes, the Lord is going to help us to believe that. Right? Through faith, that even the Father Yahweh, and through the Yahweh shall going to help us in the time to come. As brother we got scripture earlier on, when the enemy shall rush in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord is going to lift up a standard against him. The Lord is going to defend us. You believe that? Right?
And deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Well, enemies, right?
Yeah. Me and our main enemies is so called white man, along with these heathen. Right?
Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture,
Yes, so they're going to torture a lot of us. Right, go on.
that we may know his meekness and prove his patience.
Go on.
In one more verse, it says, let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected.
Go on. Right, so Lord going to defend us. We believe that. All the things that accompany her, you know, in this truth. We in this truth, you know, we years we've been speaking about these things. Now we actually heading in the time now when, you know, the time the scripture speak about, they're going to be like no other. Because we see the prophecies then. We've been speaking for years. Now we actually see, as I mentioned, the lease of the flock, all these things coming to play, the MOTV prophecy, which is basically the digital device that they're going to plan to give everybody. You see the system coming, preparing to come on board fully. Right? All these things. Time of persecution. You see all these things.
Famine of the word.
Famine of the word.
See
all
now
this prophecy.
censorship is becoming very prevalent on the internet, man.
Right? Esau getting ready now to move us to far beneath internet altogether.
That's right.
More and more you see them, you know, they're scrubbing it. Right? Right? That's what J. Rockefeller said. The internet should have never been created. Because now, through the internet, you know, brothers, you know, sisters across the world waking up. The scripture says, we all shall see, you know, 2 Corinthians 6. Right? To the firmament. So he was predestined by the heavenly part of it. The internet created so we could receive the truth out to Jamaica and brother across the world likewise. So all them doing at the heavenly Father. Right? So that's all praises and honor to Yahweh, double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Ribbon Stone, and shalom again to all the brothers and to the few sisters out there. Shalom. Shalom.